Hey guys, it's Adam here, and today I want to talk to you about something new and pretty cool that I'm doing on my channel, something that I really wanted to do for a long time. I'm going to be starting a new series on free games, and I'm just going to be picking out, free games that I think are worth mentioning that go overlooked, and that I think you guys might actually be interested in. Now, I'm not talking about the really popular free games such as Dota or Team Fortress or League of Legends. I'm not going to be playing any of those, but the games I are going to be playing are some really high quality games that are games that I have played or would play on my own spare time, and I think that you guys might also be interested in that. So to kick off this brand new idea in this new series, I'm going to be trying to do what I'm going to call free game week. I'm going to have a lot of free time this week. I'm down at the beach, so I'm going to every day try to play a new free game and review it and just show it off to you guys. And I'll probably continue to highlight free games after this week, but I'm gonna try to release at least 4 or 5 videos up to the release of Battlefield 1, and that'll probably take over my channel. So without further ado, the first free game I would like to show you this week is Dirty Bomb. Now, Dirty Bomb is a semi-competitive FPS hybrid, which takes elements of games like Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch, almost arena shooters, I guess, like that. I don't know if that's the proper term, but games that are based off of, individual characters with certain attributes, and it also combines elements of Counter-Strike and the gunplay there to bring together a game which honestly offers a pretty interesting take on a new sort of first-person shooter. The basic overview of Dirty Bomb's story is that a nuclear bomb has gone off in London, a dirty bomb, and it's turned it into some sort of, radioactive wasteland, pretty much. And so the only people who are brave enough to go in there are these mercenaries that you play as, and they're basically there to try and retake certain resources which were left behind in the evacuation of London, and basically to get rich. So Dirty Bomb has 3 different game modes. One of them is objective, which is pretty straightforward. Essentially, one team tries to complete a set of objectives within a certain time limit, while the other team does everything they can to stop them. And these objectives are things which take from other similar games like Team Fortress 2. For instance, one of the modes has you essentially pushing or escorting an armored personnel carrier to its destination, and you have to stand near it to make it move. A lot like something like pushing the bomb cart in Team Fortress 2, and I think they have something similar in Overwatch. Another example of these objectives is just you have to often defend a point on the map from the enemy team planting a bomb and destroying it. Similar to that, like Counter-Strike, but a little different.
60 seconds remaining.
And yeah, it's a really fun way to play. I would definitely recommend it. I enjoy it a lot. So the second game mode is kind of similar. It's called Stopwatch, and essentially Stopwatch has one team trying to complete a set of objectives as fast as they can, and then the side switch and the other team tries to do it faster. So it's essentially like a race, pretty much, not just about completing it. And the third game mode is called Execution. Now this is a competitive team-based game mode, round-based game mode, where you only get 1 life per round, that is, and it's pretty much a Counter-Strike like game mode where one team has to plant the bomb at either of the 2 bomb sites, and the other team has to stop them. And I have played all of these game modes, and they're all really fun, but I think depending on your playstyle, you could find something from either of these modes. Personally, I thought Execution was super fun, but if you just want to jump into a casual game, at least a more casual game, and just have fun, I think the other 2 modes offer something very good as well. So the characters in Dirty Bomb, or the mercenaries, if you will, are all very unique and designed to offer a different gameplay experience for each one. There's some balanced ones like Skyhammer, the one I'm playing a lot in this video, and fragger, and then there are also some very different ones. There are meta classes, there's a heavy class, and there are several sniper classes, there are stealth classes, all sorts of different playstyles that allow you to really pick and choose how you want to play this game. In addition to that, there are essentially cards you get for each player that change their loadout. They're essentially loadout cards, and you get these by opening cases that you get dropped in the game. And overall, I think it's a pretty good system. I mean, it's not as intuitive or easy as a typical loadout system where you can go in and select your guns and your perks directly, but it does provide a pretty nice additional layer of customization on top of the already well fleshed out character system. Now, an important thing to talk about when discussing any free game is the economic system, or how the developers are going to end up making money off of it. And I think that Dirty Bomb does it in a pretty good way, a way that's not very inhibitive to the player. You start out with one free merc, that's Skyhammer. Skyhammer is pretty much the most balanced of all the classes. He's pretty much an assault type character, and he gets, as his special power, he gets to call an airstrike. So he's a very good all-around fragger, I suppose you should say. And in addition, they make 3 or 4 of the characters free on a rotation. So they'll choose 3 or 4 characters, and they'll have them free for a week or 2, and then they'll switch them up. So the rest of the characters you have to buy with the in-game credits, or of course you can purchase them. But the characters are usually 30,000 or 50,000 in-game credits, which honestly is not that hard to achieve. You can achieve this with a couple hours of gameplay, and if you are really into this game, it's not that hard to unlock a decent set of cool characters who you're good playing with. So I think that they did a pretty good job setting up the economy of this game to not make it too grindy to the point where it becomes just terrible to play. In addition, you have these character loadout card cases that you can get through drops, or you can purchase them with the in-game currency, that also provide another avenue for the developer to make money without compromising the play experience. So overall, I think this game does a great job of offering a great free-to-play experience without being pay-to-win, so to speak, at all. So the last thing I would like to talk about with Dirty Bomb is something which I think is extremely important to the game and really sets it apart from other similar games like Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch. When talking about a game like Team Fortress 2, you have all these characters and they have weapons and such, but they're all very specialized, right? You don't really have a character that gets an assault rifle or, a machine gun. They all have, rocket launchers or, all these special type weapons. Now, Dirty Bomb is pretty different. Now, you do have these special type weapons, and each character has special abilities, but you do have the majority of characters who have, just normal type weapons, which is really attractive to me. And the gunplay in the game is a lot of fun, and it really combines some of the best elements of shooter games into, one package. The gunplay is similar to Counter-Strike, in fact, in that when you're just walking around, hipfire is actually pretty much just as accurate, except with sniper rifles. But otherwise, hipfire is just as accurate as aiming down the sights. The only reason you would aim down the sights is just to get a little more precision, I suppose. And honestly, that's just purely a preferential thing. So if you watch me play in this video, you'll see that I hardly ever aim down the sights at all, because it really provides a big advantage being able to accurately move and shoot from the hip, and it just makes for a more fast-paced, mobile type gameplay, which I think really works with this arena Team Fortress style of game that they have going here. So overall, I would say that Dirty Bomb is certainly one of the best free first-person shooters out there on the market currently right now. And it definitely manages to build effectively on the formulas of games like Team Fortress 2 and Overwatch, while defining itself separately as a more gunplay-driven experience, which really works out well. And in conclusion, I would recommend this game to anyone who's looking for, a couple hours of FPS fun, which honestly, if this game is what you're looking for in a game and something clicks and this is the gameplay experience for you, I could see this being, you know, potentially a favorite game for a lot of people, and it's free. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow for hopefully another free game week game. I'm not sure entirely what it's going to be yet, but I think we got something good planned for you. So if you like the video, go ahead and like it and subscribe if you want to see more content. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching.